Tony and Corey here, your weekend warriors. Today we're going to talk about saw blades. I know the feeling. You walk into the lumber yard, you walk over to the saw blade aisle, and you see 25, 30 different blades, and you say, which one do I need? Well, Diablo's great. Diablo makes saw blades. They have everything, every saw blade for every scenario you could ever think of. But that doesn't always help you out if you don't know what your project is or what saw you have. So let's talk a little bit about the different blades for each saw and where you would typically find them.
Yeah, okay, so let's start with a 7 1/4 inch saw blade.
Probably the most common for the average circular saw.
7 1/4 inch is very common circular saw size, and the entry level of this would be a steel blade with no carbide tips.
Right. Explain what a carbide is.
Very inexpensive. On this blade, each tip, cutting tip, is made of carbide material. The more carbide tips you have on your blade, the more expensive that blade's going to be. A 24 tooth blade is very good for projects that are not finished projects, like framing a deck or framing a home or a remodel.
Yeah, most non-finish
projects would be good with 24 tooth blade. You can get a 7 1/4 inch blade also in a 40 tooth, for example. 7 1/4 offers several different types of blades in that size,
depending on your project.
Things that you would use with a mobile type circular saw or a worm drive saw.
Well, there's something to keep in mind there, because a normal 7 1/4 direct drive saw like this one here uses a 5/8 arbor, and it just slips on,
right.
And then there's a washer that goes on, and it kind of friction fits there. A worm drive is different. When you take the nut off, there is a diamond-shaped hole or piece of metal that the blade fits over. So it takes a special blade. Not all blades have what's called a knockout. What Tony was talking about before is there's a little diamond-shaped cutout.
Yep,
that's
just like this one here.
Yep, that's in there, and what you have to do is take a screwdriver or a pair of pliers, reach in there and pop that thing out, and that'll fit on that worm drive saw.
Very common in a 7 1/4 inch blade that would potentially be used with a worm drive
Correct.
saw. Yeah. A couple of other project type blades, or actually these two would be two examples of the same thing. If you're cutting concrete or fiber cement, which is very common, hardy siding, for example, these are blades that are intended to cut that, and this blade here intended to not make so much dust. It's got fewer teeth. This one makes a lot of dust.
A lot of dust.
But I think the contractors tell me that this doesn't get as dull as quickly. This is
the longevity. It's a diamond
blade.
Yeah, it's got diamond chips.
And this is a carbide blade. But these are intended for use with concrete. So these kind of rounds out the 7 1/4 inch, project, things that you'd be doing with that type of a saw or that size of a saw.
Absolutely.
What's the next size saw we're working with?
Well, they make so many different sizes of blades. That's why I recommend taking the blade with you to the store. Sometimes after you've used it a long time, a lot of the newer blades, they have the size marked right on them. Take it off, take it with you. That way you can line it up, or you can have someone at the store help you pick out which blade fits your saw, or you can even take your saw in with you.
And unless it's your table saw or your chop saw.
Yeah, there you go. But all those different sizes of blades, your average chop saw or compound miter saw is going to take between an 8 inch to 12 inch, depending on which saw you have. Most table saws are probably going to be around a 10 inch blade. So it's always a good idea to find out the arbor size and the size of the blade. And once you have that, you can go in and pick out the right thing.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about the difference between cross-cutting and ripping. There's a difference between the blades, and like you have this one's a ripping and this one's a general purpose, and then you have your fine finish or cross-cutting blade. The cross-cutting blades typically have more teeth to them, and what they mean by that is, and if you don't know, when you're going to the store to pick it out, ripping is taking a long piece of wood and cutting with the grain. That's typically what ripping is. You're ripping this piece of wood this way. If you're cutting it this way, that's called cross-cutting. So if you're cross-cutting against the grain, you want more teeth. So if that's what you're doing, if you're installing, say, trim, and you don't want an ugly cut, you want more teeth. If you're ripping, you can use a cross-cutting blade, but it's going to cost more money, and it's going to dull that blade quite a bit quicker. So you want to use a ripping blade. So a ripping blade is comprised of your carbide teeth, a long gullet, and an anti-kickback tooth. And what that does is allows each tooth, as it cuts through, that anti-kickback tooth clears out that wood fiber, allowing the next blade to come through and cut it. So knowing what you're doing with your blade will help you best choose your blade.
Yep, that's right. Remember this. These are kind of expensive blades. Carbide tips can be resharpened, and they are priced in such a way that it's less expensive to sharpen a blade than it is to buy a new one. So we were probably talking about 35 to 45 cents per blade to get them sharpened. And when you're talking about a blade that's 80 bucks, it's definitely less expensive to get it sharpened.
Absolutely.
So keep that in mind. More teeth, finer crosscut, fewer teeth, long rip, right? And don't be afraid of that saw blade aisle when you go into the store. If you like what you saw here and you want to see more of what we've got, hit the subscribe button. If this was a good video and you feel like you learned something, feel free to give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate you checking us out, and we'd love to be coming to you with all of our new videos.
If you got any comments, leave them down below and we'll try to answer them as we can.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time.